Hey guys, it's Nicole. I just have a little haul video for you. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things now with the YouTube videos, and I figured that the easiest way to transition back is to start with a haul. This isn't a very big haul, and it's not super exciting, but it does have a couple new things. I'm waiting for a few orders from a couple different websites. So when those get here, I'll do another video, and I'm also hoping to get a layout done today to show you guys. So I just wanted to say hello to all of my new subscribers. I haven't posted a video in a really long time, and I apologize to all the people that have subscribed to me for a really long time. So, but I'm back. I am filming in a new area. We turned my scrapbooking room into a scrapbooking room slash office for John now, because he built his own computer at Christmas time, and we wanted him to have a space. So he is now sharing this with me, so I'm filming on his. We just bought this unfinished wood desk at IKEA, and I'm going to stain it, but it's a good space because it's not, my desk is covered in so much stuff right now, so it's not covered in stuff, and it's nice and clean and well lit. So I'm going to film in this area for now until he takes it over. So anyway, I have a couple things that I bought before Christmas, in the beginning of December, and then a couple things that I just bought at my local scrap store yesterday. I do have a couple other 6x6 Christmas pads that I bought off of eBay, but those are in my car, and we got maybe like 3 or 4 inches of snow already this morning, and my car's parked outside, so I am not going out there just to get those pads, because they're all pads that you guys have seen. So anyway, and I will also be doing a video. In the process of making this room a joint shared room, I have decided to kind of clean out my stuff and get rid of some stuff. So I'm going to be doing a sale video of just all the stuff that I have in my scrap room that I'm not going to be using anymore. I'm still debating if I'm going to sell it in small amounts or in like one big lot. I'm thinking though that I'm going to have it be just one big lot, and it would probably be perfect for a new scrapbooker, since most of you probably already have some of the stuff if you're an avid scrapbooker. So I'm going to be posting that. It'll probably be a little bit higher in price just because there's so much stuff that I'm getting rid of, but I'm going to go get a large flat rate box from the post office and just see how much stuff I can jam in there before I make that video. So that shipping isn't crazy. So anyway, back to the haul. I have a couple things here. This was something, I bought this stamp at Archivers. It's one of the Hero Arts Clings Christmas stamps. And I bought this stamp because I was going to make my Christmas cards out of it. Well, time got away from me and I never got to make Christmas cards, so I will have to save this for next year. It's called Merriest Christmas Wishes, and it's a rubber cling stamp. It's got, let's see here, 7 different sentiments, and this was really neat. The store actually had a really nice sample of the card, so that's why I picked this up, because I was like, okay, those look like something you would buy at, you know, Target from the Papyrus line or in a specialty card shop. They had this entire thing stamped out in silver embossing powder, and it looked awesome. So that will probably be my Christmas card for next year when I get around to it. But it's a really cute little cardinal and a snowy backdrop with some birch trees. So I took it out of the package. I mean, it's already glary to start with, but in the package it was just like crazy glare. So picked that up right before Christmas and never used it. Then just yesterday at Hobby Lobby, I've been looking for some skinny cards, and I always find that when I take a piece of cardstock, even with my scoring board, and score it in half, even when I fold it, it never turns out perfect. So I prefer to buy the pre-folded packs of cards. So these are just the skinny cards by Canvas Corp. There are 8 in the package, and they have matching envelopes. They're 4x9, so they're a pretty decent size, and Hobby Lobby had them for $4.99, but I used a 40% off coupon, so they were like $3. So it was a pretty good deal for 8 cards and envelopes. Then I will just show you what I got at Archivers last month. It's just paper. I know that most of you have seen these collections, but I am in love with them and cannot wait to start working with them. And I just want to point out to you guys, this is not like some weird gross like thing on my hand. Last night we were making paninis, and I was carrying the mustard back to the fridge, and it was like one of the big ones from Costco, and I dropped it and it like sliced my finger. So it's a crazy mustard accident. I just hate having like cuts on my hands when I'm making videos, especially when you're filming your hands mostly, because it looks so disgusting. But anyway, so these are from the Craft Fun Day line. I think some of them are from honestly, like the color line, and some of them are from the black, white, and cream colored line. So this is the first one. It looks like this. Really neat pattern. It's like the honeycomb shape. And then the back are these kind of like, it's hard to tell on these papers, but they're like texted dots. This one's called Picnic. And then this one that has the cute pinwheels on it with the newsprint, which I love. And these are all in like super, super thick craft paper. And this is called Pinwheel Party. And then this side, if you can see, has like, it looks like, let me turn my setting on higher. Alright, it's hard to tell in the light and everything like that because it's so faint on the paper. It's hard to tell just by looking at it, but it's got little stars with like a full white background. This one is my absolute favorite. It has this pattern on it. It's got these flowers that look like they're stitched together with all different patterns. I love the burst of alpha and the burst of color, and I just, oh my gosh, I love this paper. I should have gotten like 10 of them, although I know that once I use once I'll probably be done with it. But then the back side just looks like this. It's just kind of your basic black and, I cannot talk today, craft. And this is called Patchwork Party. Understandable, it looks like patchwork quilt pieces. This one is pretty hard to tell what it is in the camera, but it's little circles that have like a newspaper print in them. And then on the back side, it's just like a plain craft and white kind of like marbled color, and it's called Imprint. This one is little pennants all the way across with newsprint in them. And on the back side are just these, same with the stars, kind of these faint dots. And this is called Party. This one is really, really neat. It's got the spiky, like the triangular spike pattern on it with a bunch of newsprint strips going across. And then the back side is just, again, kind of like a, there are some big polka dots, if you can even see that. They kind of like muffle as it goes towards the middle. It's called Streamers. These are the little banners in all different colors, which I love, and there is a little bit of newsprint thrown in there. And this is called Sprinkles, and it's got these cute little dots on the back. This definitely makes me think of like a birthday situation, so I feel like Sprinkles is like the perfect name. And then last but not least from the Craft Fun Day collections is this paper. I love, love, love the texture, like the roughness, the rawness, the colors. And then the back is just like this kind of muted, faded blue. And this is called Petticoat. So that is that for the, and those are by My Mind's Eye, if I didn't mention that. I can't remember. Then also a while back with those Christmas pads that I picked up 2 of the, and these are, seriously, these are like from November. That's how long, I mean, it's been so long. I picked up 2 of the Mr. Huey's. This is the Calico Shine, which I'm excited to use. It's, I don't think it has any color to it, but it makes a little, like, you know, shimmery, shiny. It's not shimmer, I shouldn't say shimmer at all. It's not shimmer, it's shine. Kind of like a glossy accents type thing, but in a spray bottle. And then I just picked up the color Clay, which is a kind of a lighter gray. So I'm really excited about that because gray is my favorite color. Then yesterday at my local scrap store, I just picked up a couple things. The first are these mini envelopes by Pebbles, and they kind of remind me of the envelopes by Maya Road. I definitely prefer the Maya Road envelopes because they vary in pattern, but these are really cute. The only thing that I realized last night when I was looking at them is my local scrap store marks things up by a lot, and I understand that they have overhead and they have to pay employees and stuff like that, so I understand. I don't like paying more for things, but I want them to stay open because, you know, it's ordering online is awesome, but being able to go to a store and physically touch something, and, you know, sometimes you'll look online and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I love that, and then you go to order it and it shows up at your door and you're like, well, that's not what it looked like online. That's why sometimes it's nice to be able to just go to your local scrap store if you have one and take a look at a physical product, and sometimes you realize like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I totally would not have purchased that by the picture online or vice versa. So I try to keep my local scrap store, not that I keep them in business, but I try to shop there kind of frequently, even though their prices are a little bit higher, just because I want them to stay open. The one that I had that was actually like 3 blocks away from me just closed down a couple months ago. And they didn't really have a lot of the latest and greatest stuff, so sometimes it was even kind of hard to support them just because I was like, some of these papers are like 4 years old, so it's hard, you know. when you can get all the stuff with the click of a mouse online. So these are just the little envelopes. The one thing that I was going to say is that I was kind of disappointed when I opened these. I should have read at the store, but there were only 4 in here, which is fine, but $3 for 4 envelopes that I could have cut on my Cameo. But whatever, they're adorable, and they're really thick cardstock, and they come with adhesive, the lick type of adhesive on the inside. So I just thought those would be really cute for little mini Valentine's cards. Throw these back in here. I apologize for the weight. You guys, if I don't put stuff back in the packages after I show it to you, it ends up on a pile on my floor. And then when I go to scrap, I'm like digging through stuff furiously to try to find something. Then I picked up one of the Amy Tangerine day books. I was a little bit on the fence about this because I feel like these are pretty easy to create on your own, but it was so cute that I was sold. It has kind of a rough craft cover with floral print on it, and then this little overlay here. This one has a bike, and I can show you how cute this is. It's got a little heart where the gears would be, and where the, well, I don't know what you call those. I'm not a bike expert, but really, really cute, and it's got the same, like, clear cover on the back, and then I'll just show you the pages really quick on the inside. This looks like a page, but when you actually flip it, it's letter stickers, so I'm honestly not sure if you just tear this out when you're done or what it actually looks like once you peel off the letters. Probably not too pretty, so if you wanted to, I guess you could just take this and then glue it onto this cover once all the letters were gone. And I'll just show you really quickly what this one looks like. And like I said, this would be so easy to make yourself, but sometimes it's just the convenience and the cuteness factor. And there's lots of different textures, a lot, you know, some vellum in here, and some, this is actually a really thick textured cardstock. Neat shapes. There's a little yellow envelope in the middle here. And then these are just kind of repeats of the other side, and then the rest of the alphabet is on this side too in a brown color. So that's all that is. This is the, well, it says The Little Things. I'm not sure if that's the title of this actual book or if they're all, you know, kind of called that, but that's what that one is. I think The Little Things is the title of that one, though. Then I picked these up. These are the Thickers, the Nightfall. Wait, aren't they called? Oh, I thought they were called Nightfall. Apparently I lied. They're called Maple. And I love this font. They're foam thickers, but they're like shiny foam, so they're not the typical foam. I love this font so much. They come in white, orangish colored, and then this maple color. And I would like to pick up the white ones, yeah, just because I think those numbers, they just remind me so much of like the perfect font for the cover of a little, you know, a little mini book or on a really girly page, or I just love those. Then I was going to buy the, well, I'll show you this too. This is from Jelly Bean Soup. This is from the Hearty Barley collection, and it's called Fresh Mushrooms. And at first glance, it just looks like a piece of really neat textured craft wood grain paper, but in the little knots of the wood, there are these little hearts. And I think that is just so adorable. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. And then I saw the hearts, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it even more. Sorry, I'm banging the camera. And then off of, oh, I keep saying that. I do have one more piece that's not from the same collection, and I just bought one of the October Afternoon holiday style papers because I really, really like this one a lot. The front is really neat. The back is really pretty. It reminds me of the Girls Papery when they had their Christmas collection out last year, kind of. I would really like this whole collection, but my local scrap store only had like 6 or 7 different sheets of it, and I want the whole kit, so I'm probably going to order that online. Anywho, I was going to order the Paper Heart collection off of Crate Paper, but I decided against ordering the entire collection once I saw that my local scrap store had the open stock papers, because there were some that I knew that I was like, I don't know that I would necessarily use that. So seeing them open stock really made me happy. I picked up the border stickers for the Paper Heart collection. I really, really, really like these. I like the colors in this collection. I like the textures in this collection. This one says Love Meter on it. True love and like. It's a really neat sticker pack. And then I'll just run through the papers really quick, and that's all there is to this haul. So this one has a yellow diagonal stripe on this side, and there's a lot of texture in Crate Paper's collections, at least in their recent collections. So if you really like kind of distressed and older looking papers, this is probably the perfect Valentine's brand for you. But This is the one side, and then this is the other side. And this is called Delivery. Then there's this adorable little paper. It's got these tiny little mini hearts in like a, let's see, gray, pink, and red. And then this side is called, or this paper is called Cupid, and it's got kind of like a tannish colored background. It looks very dirty on my camera, and it looks a little bit dirty in real life, but like a gorgeous vintage dirty. And it's got these tiny little lines in this green color, and I love that paper. I love that side. I usually don't use textured patterned cardstock as a background for my layouts, but this one would be one that I would totally use as just a straight up background because I love the way that looks. This one I love too. I love these tiny little flowers on there. So cute. I love the colors. It's like a really pretty peachy pink, and then the back is kind of got a chevron pattern and a grand white, and this is called Romance. This next page is my favorite out of the collection. It's a teal background with tiny pink hearts. I know in the light here they might almost look white, but they're actually like baby pink, and they're so cute. And then, like I said, there's distressed texture all over. Oh, what is this one called? Oh, this is called Love Letter. And then this background, oh my gosh, my camera's making it look pink. It is totally not pink. It is cream white. There, you can kind of see the color a little bit better. It's cream white. It's got some like lace detailing to it. And then up here, it's got date, transfer number, all that kind of stuff. So it's got some nice writing. Then there is this paper called Define, and it's got the definition of love and celebrate and Valentine and loving. So cute stuff. And then on this side, it's just this kind of pattern with these muted hearts. And then last but not least, this one, which I love, it's lace doily paper. It's gorgeous. The texture, the detail, it's amazing. And it's called Valentine, which is a perfect name. And it's got wood grain on the back with a bunch of that very, very muted lace heart detailing on the back. So anyway, that is my mini haul. I just wanted to have a new video to post out there for you guys. So that is all I have to share. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, and like I said, I'll post a video pretty soon of the sale items, or of the lot that I'm going to be posting for sale. So Brigham is giving me the eyes like feed me woman, so I will talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day. Bye!